All right, so this is going to be the supply chain scanner, what you've kind of seen on I guess social media and other stuff like that. So just to kind of tell you how the scraper works, why it's different, and why it's going to ultimately help you find better products. So I was a previous user of something like Analyzer Tools, Scan Unlimited, stuff like that. A few issues that I always faced with those softwares was the first thing is that I have multiple suppliers that I have access to that I can buy from. When I either have a VA going through Scan Unlimited or Analyzer Tools, I'm only sourcing that one vendor. So I'm missing out on all this opportunity from all other areas of my business because that time is specifically just focused to that one place. As well as every single time I uploaded a new catalog from that specific vendor, all the pack sizes that my team adjusted were never saved. So I was kind of always having to go through and sift through these products that were profitable, but in reality, they weren't profitable. And every single time I'm re-seeing them time and time again. And then after being able to cross-check pricing against other suppliers and add products into a purchase order, I always had to like take an item, put into a Google Sheet somewhere, data enter, hire a VA to do it. Like it was so inefficient. And then by the time I added these products to a PO, the data could change. And the item that once was $3 in profit per sale is now $1.50. And I really can't catch it because, you know, I'm building a PO in multiple days. It's just mistakes happen. So kind of the way that the software works is that you're like building out a database of your vendors. So we don't, as of right now, we don't put in a ceiling on the number of catalogs you upload, the UPCs you upload. Like you can upload hundreds of thousands of UPCs. My personal business has 500,000 UPCs that are constantly being scraped in here. So just to kind of show you what it's like. So if we just set some basic filters, like what you would use on any other scraper, you know, do a profit metric, a margin metric. Let's do a rank here between, let's say 1 to 175,000. Then also let's do an offer count metric, and then remove some Amazon from this equation as well. Oops, less than 1. So we're going to see a pop that the values are changing. Now, obviously, these margins, these ROIs are going to be a little bit fugazi, and it's because the more intuitive you are with the software and you make those pack adjustments, the software saves it. So over time, it's going to get more accurate. But the first thing is with all the catalogs you upload, you can click on any of these up here and get an idea of what vendors that are in your software have the most profit potential. Now, if we can capture 1 to 15% of this value here, that's kind of the thought process of just direction as business owners to kind of know, you know, what would be the best vendor here for my business. The next thing is going to be all the comms that we have access to. So we pull all of Keepa's data. So data, you know, for buy box, reviews, FBM, etc. And you can adjust all the columns that you prefer. Another thing is that we use UPC SiteMD to validate product packaging. So directly in the software, let's say this Revlon item here, if you wanted to validate that product packaging, you can just click on the barcode and it's going to bring you to UPC SiteMD where you can make sure that that product is in fact the same item as what you're sourcing. Then obviously we have Keepa as well. And then we have a little flag here that will help you. If you have a VA or someone else that's working for you, you can flag a product. That way you know whether or not someone's looked at it. So maybe a brand's restricted, maybe your transparency, like that way we're preventing that additional rescrape of that item and then, you know, kind of wasting time on it. Now, outside of this sourcing, something that is so powerful, I'm not sure if you like the storefront stock, but for me, that is one of my favorite methods of sourcing. This is a phenomenal tool to use that. So you can search up any brand. So let's say like I go into a seller store, like let's say Westlake, Amazon. Or you know what, I'm gonna use Sebago distribution, Amazon. Right, so now we're in this seller store, and if I just searched up a brand like, let's say Clorox, or I looked in something like grocery, and I see that they have 5 results of Clorox, I can search within my supply chain scanner. And like I said, this has all your suppliers in here. And now you can literally see all of those items that you have access to in your business to now storefront stock. So I can literally go brand by brand. So if I just looked up like household as an example in this seller store, I could go Mr. Clean, Playtex, Pyrex, right? And just search every single brand and say, all right, do I have access to Pyrex? I don't. Okay, next brand. And just continue to go through the motion and literally find that item and see if you have access to it and at what cost. It's a really great tool. Now, outside of that, like I said, when you adjust the bundle quantities, it saves it forever for your business. So if you adjust it one time, whether you upload a brand new catalog of a brand new supplier tomorrow or that same supplier, new catalog, it's always going to know that you made that pack size adjustment, save it in your database. So that item won't show up as being profitable unless it's actually profitable. This button right here is going to display the other suppliers that carry that product and at what cost. So we can see for this Revlon product that Buy Low Beauty and Value Wholesale would carry it, and Value Wholesale has it at a 20% greater ROI for your business. So now when you're sourcing, if you're going item by item, you have a VA, you can just click that button. No, okay, really we should be looking at this cost of $273 rather than $3, and then analyze it there. When you find a profitable product, all you need to do is just click this Save ASIN button. So what that's going to do is it's going to create multiple entries of the suppliers that carry that product, including the UPC, vendor SKU, case pack, unit costs. You can set a specific prep type to that product. So this would be a sticker and the person that found that product. So let's say it's Jeff. From here, I can directly add these products into a working PO, whether I click it over there or on here. I can search the product, see the vendors I can buy it from, add to working, select the buyer. If it's anyone that's different, let's change the quantity to 72. And then just like that, now that product's going to be actively on a working PO that you can funnel into essentially a product pipeline. This is what I like to consider it, is like a leads list. Like, you know, maybe we're buying it, maybe we're not. It's an okay product. Let's kind of make that decision when we have 30 items on this list and then vet out the products that really aren't that profitable. Let's put it somewhere else. So this is like a product pipeline. And it's going to have all the information that we need. You know, the sticker, the cost of the sticker, the buyer, who's the one that added it, the rank, the category. And like I said, all this stuff here, you can adjust to however you prefer to set up your columns, and then, you know, toggle specific things and hide specific things. And then from here, we can also create a market watch list. So pretty much every single item that you're saving in your business, whether it's a manual source or a scrape through the catalog that we just went through, you're building out a live database. So there's many products that I buy that, you know, today I sourced it, maybe it's a lower margin, but I saw that just like the price went down, right? The offer count went up, price went down, but there's opportunity on that listing. I just got there a little bit late. And I'm adding it to a database for every single item that I'm sourcing. And I can monitor these products within this database and source that specific supplier so I can time when that price increases. As well as the way that the software works is that you're able to bulk adjust all of your cost of goods. So someone like KeHE, as an example, that we buy some products from, when we get a brand new catalog from our supplier, the pricing's constantly changing. So what you could do after you upload that catalog in, you could select all those products, hit reload, and you're going to change. You're going to see that the cost is going to change. So let's say a product like this, we currently buy at $6, and we just got a brand new catalog. I uploaded it in. I click on that button and I hit reload. We're going to see it's going to go from $6 to now $332, right? And that could be the difference in profit for that product, whether it's, you know, a multi-pack or whatever. So quickly, when we get a brand new catalog through a database that we're building, we can instantly see what products are either profitable or not profitable based on that new pricing that our supplier sent to us. And then from here, we can add these products directly into working purchase orders as well. So if I want to add that product, I hit create working PO, you select the buyer, change the quantity if you need to, ask price, hit submit. And then another thing is too, if you're manual sourcing, so let's say that like there's an ASIN that you, I'm just going to use this as an example here, gather this information. But let's say you're manual sourcing in your business and that's how you prefer to find products. What you could do is still add the product into the software into your database. So if I click on add ASIN and I just copy whatever ASIN you found on Amazon and you just enter these 3 data points here. Once you hit submit, taking a second. All right. You're going to see that this ASIN, well, there's no supplier there. It's going to show up red. So the data is not completely filled. The vendor SKU is missing, case quantities, bundle quantities, stuff like that. So I can pull this data in from the software. So I can hit fetch. And now you're going to see that this data is going to be, there's a little bit of a bug going on with that. But it's going to pull in the multiple lines of the suppliers that carry that product. And it's going to completely enter that data for that specific vendor. The case quantities, the bundle quantities, your cost, stuff like that. You know, maybe you need to change the sellable quantity, but essentially you're able to add a product into your system without really having to data enter it. You can let the software do it for you as long as you have the right UPC. Then we have restocking. So restocking is honestly one of my favorite things in the software. It's helped us go wider in our business. You know, we struggled. At some point, we were selling around 1,000 ASINs in our company, and it was just so difficult to manage. Like our restocking system was flawed. We really didn't have a good structure. We were using something like Sellerboard. And then now with the software, it's changed it because we can filter down by specific data, let's say less than 15 days to reorder, you know, a margin that's greater than 10%, profit per sale that's greater than 250. And then we're going to see up top, it's going to give us some values of what those current restocks look like. But we're also going to see that this software is pulling in all these items that are actively already on a working order. So they're already on this section, like the product pipeline. So we can remove those items from this reorder list. And just like that, we went from 22 to $5,000 of products that we would actually have to restock. And I can select all. I can create a working PO, or I can, you know, filter down by a specific supplier, add those products into a working PO. It's going to pull up those products and then what suppliers you can purchase from. You just click on those specific items and where you want to buy it from, add to working, select the buyer. It's going to pull in the quantities that we're recommending for your business. You can change the price if you need to. And then just like that, those products are now going to end up on the working PO as well. And then once from that point on, we're able to review that PO in here. So let's say it's like KeHE. We want to review that PO, see if things are profitable. Let's remove products that are less than $2 in profit per sale. So it's just this one item here. Let's delete that. Clear, hit apply. We got margins here that are solid. Okay, that's good to go. Hit submit. You can download this PO here. And then just like that, we're going to now have, 1 second here. We're now going to have a direct PO that we can submit to our supplier with everything we need, the item code, the UPC, the quantity, case pack, how many cases you're ordering, if you're asking for a better price, product name, you know, your bill to address. And then once we go from there, we can now also ask for better pricing, adjust our pricing if we need to, and then download a file as well to upload to create a shipment directly from third-party profit. So if you're using something like 2D Workflow or Inventory Lab, you can now just go through and boom, just like that, it's going to download all of the item information that you can take, your MSKU, UPC, and directly start creating listings and create a shipment from third-party profits.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's sweet.
So, and then we have a few other things like inventory as well. This is just kind of breaking down where your current inventory values look like in Amazon. You can click on it, get an idea of what's fulfillable, working, unfulfillable inventory, where the profit's coming from on an item level basis, with your percentage of total profits when the item is created, stuff like that. So that's pretty much the entire gist of the software.
Yeah. No, this is great, man. This is kind of ironing out a lot of the bottlenecks that I'm running into right now with my business. Like I was last night till like 1 a.m. with my VA, like ironing something out that this software is like now going to help with. So yeah, man, I'm pretty sold on it. So like, what's the monthly cost? What is it? Just go sign up for an account now and call it a day, or?
So we have a free trial for 10 days. We have 2 different subscription offers. So if you wanted to, you could just get the scanner by itself for $67 a month. And then you can start, finding some profitable inventory through here. And then once, if you wanted to, you can always upgrade to all the features, which is $197 a month. And that's kind of the gist of the pricing of the software. You get everything that you need. And then our goal is to also continue to add more stuff into here. So in the near future, we're going to be adding in a P&L dashboard, and expenses, tracking your spend with your purchase orders and your suppliers, doing some more brand stuff, really diving into like more of a storefront stalking type of thing with what's in here. So, we're intending to add some more stuff in here as well, but that's kind of the gist of it.
Yeah. Well, sweet, man. Well, yeah, I'll get signed up. I appreciate the time, and I think this is going to be like great for what I'm working through right now. So
awesome. Well, right here's the link where you can register and just create an account. And then, like I said, you have a 10-day free trial. And then also, just to walk you through where this question mark is, you can get started, which is going to be a playlist on YouTube of getting integrated into the software. If you ever need to book another call with me, please do. You can just click this link, book a call, any questions, comments, concerns. And then also you can send us just an email if you need to, as well as we have a help desk down here that you can contact us as well. And then I'm not sure if you're in my my community, my Discord community, but every single Tuesday at 7 p.m., we have like a software related call where pretty much all the different users that are actively on the software, we're getting together, kind of just talking about improvements that we can make, bugs that we're seeing, stuff like that. So I'm not sure if you wanted to join in on that, but it's completely free. And then, obviously you can share your wins in there as well. If you're, placing some solid POs, I love to see it. It makes me happy. So.
yeah, I think I'm in. I think I was in one of you guys' Discords. I'm not sure if it's the same one. I'm not seeing it, but yeah. Yeah, I'd be down to join it. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. So then if you have any questions or anything, you can just DM me on Instagram or Discord. Just let me know. And then if you have any trouble or you're seeing anything that's kind of weird, we are experiencing still some bugs that are in the software. So
yeah, for sure.
It's just a process of trying to make things a little bit more fluent. But if you notice anything that happens, just please let me know. I'll get it taken care of right away. So.
Okay. Sweet, man. Well, no, I appreciate the time. This is sweet. I will. I just signed up now, so I gotta select a plan, and I'll get it all paid for and go from there.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time and thank you as well. I really appreciate it, and let me know how everything's going, and just keep me in the loop.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Take care.
See you.